All right, so this equation is what is the mass of ethanol which fills a 200.0 milliliter container with a density of 0.789 grams per milliliter? Okay, so what is the mass? That's what we're going to be looking for, so I'm going to underline that. Ethanol is the chemical. It fills a 200 milliliter container, and I know that milliliters is volume, so I'm going to rewrite down here 200.0 milliliters. And it has a density of 0.789 grams per milliliter. So again, I'm going to write that on my given line, 0.789 grams per milliliter. So now that our word problem is organized, it'll help us figure out what we need to do. So what do we do each time for the word problems? G-U-E, oops, and then S-S-S. Given, which you can accomplish by circling and writing down volume and mass with it, or you can accomplish by writing down what your givens are. You can do either method. Unknown is what I'm solving for, so that's mass. Equation, again, we got to use that little density ladder. We're solving for mass, so we're going to X mass. D and V are on the same line, so they're together, so we're going to multiply it. So mass is equal to density times volume. So now I'm going to substitute in. Instead of writing density this time, I'm going to write 0.789 grams per milliliter. And instead of writing V for volume, I'm going to write 200.0 milliliters. So that's my substitution, D, V, and I'm going to multiply them together. Density times volumes multiplied together. I get an answer of 157.80. My milliliters cancel and I'm left with grams, which makes sense because mass is in grams. Remember, mass is in grams. Volume is in milliliters or centimeters cubed. And density is either in grams per milliliter or grams per centimeter cubed. So you'll always want to adjust your numbers that way. All right, so I substituted. I did the second S for solving, but I didn't do the third S, which is sig figs. 1, 2, 3, 4 sig figs, because there's a decimal. 3 sig figs. I'm multiplying. The rule is when you multiply, take the least sig figs. So that means my answer can only have 3 sig figs. So my answer can only go to the ones place. So instead of 157.80, I have to go to the nearest ones. So 158 grams is my answer. And this is the guess method for doing that. This is what ensures that you get, 1, your thoughts organized, but 2, that you get your partial credit that you're looking for in case you messed up sig figs.